How to store your natural fiber sweaters, shawls, hats, and gloves for next winter. Hi, it's Lauren. I was putting my sweaters away and I was going to show you how I usually do it every year when, well, I hope this doesn't mean like if you get your car washed and cleaned and detailed and it's gonna pour on you for the next few days. I don't think there's a chance of another cold front coming through, but I wanted to have more space in my closet, so I am moving my sweaters into where I usually store them in a different closet, all of ours, and I wash them and dry them, make sure that they're completely dry, and then I put them away. The way I wash them, I usually use the delicate cycle, and it's cold water, and I just hang them. And if you live in a very dry environment, it's also perfectly fine to put it on a towel. Hi, sweet baby. Hi, how was your little nap? We are up from our nap number, I don't know, 4 or 5. Hi, sweetie, you want to come here so I can hug you and kiss you? She's observing. What's the matter? You want me to put your sweaters away too? She's wearing hers. Are you settling down here? Well, I guess we take a little break. Sweet baby. Baby. Sweet. Where's my sweetheart? Is it nap time? You want to cuddle and sleep? Sweetheart. I hope you're enjoying this little break. My little baby needs a little cuddling and scratching. Yes, this is a nice spot to get out. Where is your sweetheart? Baby? Did you say hi? So everyone see your beautiful face. Yeah. Love you. Okay. Can mommy walk for a little while? I love you too. We cuddle a little while, okay? Yes, baby. I know. Go by the window. The way I do it, I just wash them in delicate cycle, cold, and then I hang them. And when they're completely dry, I fold them and put them away. This is how I usually wash the sweaters, all of them together. And I use delicate cycle with cold water. And I take my clothes rack out, put my sweaters on it, and leave it there until they're completely dry. You can also use a towel. Just put your sweater on a towel on a flat surface and just shape it with your hand and let it completely dry. The best way to store natural fibers like wool and cashmere is to have them in a cloth fabric or a container and in somewhere very dry, not a moist environment, not a area that the air doesn't circulate. So to me, the best way that I have done this for years and it has worked for me perfectly is using a pillowcase. It's a 100% cotton pillowcase. This one is a flannel, so I'm not going to use it anymore this year. And it's very loosely woven, so it's not a very thick, heavy flannel pillowcase. And I use the standard or queen size, or I use the king size one. And I love king size pillowcases. I can use them to store a lot of things like napkins from Easter and placemats or tablecloths from Halloween, or even extra pillowcases. So this is my flannel one, and as you can tell it's like a winterish brownish color. And I can put at least 6 sweaters in here. I put 3 and 3, and I just fold them like that, and I'm going to show you. And so these are the pillowcases that I'm not going to use, and they're flannel, but 100% cotton, so no use for them at all for this year. So I can pull them and use them for a little storage. And I use king size for like if kids are around, they're playing around, they're sitting on the floor, I immediately open one in front of them. So it'd be like a small tablecloth. Or I drape them over a table if they're doing anything messy like craft work. So it really works well. And when you're traveling, the best way to keep your lingerie in like a standard pillowcase so it won't get mixed up with everything else you have. So for my sweaters, since they are smaller and thinner, I just use a standard pillowcase. And I'm just going to show you. And for kids, I use their fun pillowcases, the one with cars and princesses on them. So I know those are for my kids, and they don't get mixed up with other sweaters. I don't have to look for mine. And I put them all in one place, so I know where everyone's sweaters are. And for my husband, I use maybe 2 sweaters for one pillowcase, because his is usually bulkier, longer, so more material. See? I just flatten it like that. I will put 3 of my sweaters in there, because I still want it to be roomy and not all bunched up together. Just like that. And then I store them. And I show you how I do the king size pillowcase. Look how much room this is. I love king size pillowcases. They're just so roomy. So I will use 3, and usually I always have my sweaters folded like that, like this, in my closet. I don't hang them because, well, if you're using them often enough, then I say yes, you hang them so you can see what you have wore. Like in a few days, like in 1 week, if you're going to work, so you know which sweaters you have had on. But with me, I actually fold them because I think they last longer, and especially if they're hand-knit, I treat them very gently, so I don't hang them so they won't stretch. Okay, so I have 3. See how much room I still have in here. Look at that. I hope you're enjoying my videos and you're telling your friends, and thank you so much for all your comments. I appreciate them. I love reading them. They're always so nice and complimentary and just so beautiful thoughts, and I love that. Thank you so much. And I hope you still give me ideas. Put some comments down so I know what you like and what I can add to my videos. I appreciate it. And please tell your friends to subscribe. That would be wonderful. Okay, so 3 sweaters here, and then I put 3 more here, just like that. I'm gonna add, I'm gonna put one of my shawls in here. I know you're gonna be doing this a lot nicer than what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna show you how it's done. How this spacing it would look like. Okay, so I'll have 3 here, and I have 3 here, and then I just fold them over like that, and I fold the top over, just like that. Look how nice this looks. So I will have one for my husband, I will have one for myself. And the best time to buy sweaters, end of the season. I usually every year I buy like 2, 3, or if I don't get them as gifts. But the last one I bought was about almost $30, and it was like a $100 sweater. Best time to buy them end of the season. Then you have your lovely cashmeres and your wools. You are fashionable and you're staying warm. I love to be outside, but I have to dress up for it. I love to go hiking, walking, but I know I need to cover myself with cashmere, and I usually wear a cotton shirt or a silk under, like a layer, and that even keeps my sweaters nice and clean. I don't have to constantly be washing them. And I would wear a scarf. It's a turtleneck, so I won't get itchy. Everybody gets itchy with natural fibers. So here they are. Look how nice that looks and how organized. You will look like the most perfect organized person when someone walks into your closet. I am sometimes, not all the time. Doesn't this look nice? Good. I hope you enjoyed this. And remember to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much.
Yes. What is it, sweetie? Hmm? Is it a staring contest? Hello, you too. Hello, you too. Hello, you too, sweet baby. Mommy loves you. Sweet boy. You want to cuddle?